Sai Ram. So today's topic of discussion is the blessings, the curses, and also we will broach on the subject which is black art or black magic. Does this work? Do we believe in it? Don't we believe in it? Right. Should we believe in it or not? Does this work or not? Is it true or false? Now we will split it into two. One is like we'll take blessings and curses as one, and then this black art as another. Though I'm not very big fan of this subject of black art to be speaking about, but clarification is a must. It's a necessity. Now, we all believe, most of the believers of, God, spirituality, divinity, in whichever form, in whichever faith, we all believe in blessings. We all believe in blessings. Yes, it works. Oh my God, we are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed. In fact, non-believers also, atheists also, welcome good wishes. Like if somebody is going for an examination or an interview and that person is an atheist, non-believer of God or religion, or spirituality or divinity in any form, will also welcome it. When you say that, okay, wish you the best, wish you all the success, so they welcome it. Deep within, we accept best wishes and blessings or whatever. Now, what is it that we will take blessings as a subject? Just the blessings. Especially in our land, in India, we have this habit of taking the blessings of our elders before going for examination or before going for anything good, anything which needs to be blessed. And when there is a small element of uncertainty also, we just seek some blessings, some divine intervention, elders or whatever. Now, does that work? We all believe it does work. But certainly we know it doesn't harm. The blessings or the best wishes are never going to harm you. So we accept it. What actually is the idea of blessings, the concept of blessings, or the best wishes? Basically, the one who is blessing you, the one who is wishing you good, is trying to say that let your realities, which is going to be manifesting or which is going to be opening up to you, let it be as per your wish. Let it be a pleasant. Let it be good for you. That is the blessings. Basically, he is trying to use his creative consciousness. I'm talking about blessings in true sense. Right? Somebody, dil se dua diya, from their heart they have blessed you. They are altering your realities. They want whatever you desire for to manifest. Whatever is good for you to happen. So it depends on how evolved the person is who is blessing you. The higher the evolved person is, if you go to a saint, if you go to a guru, you go to a somebody who is a rishi, who is a highly evolved monk or anybody, when they bless you, it works wonders. Right? So it depends on the person who is blessing you. How evolved that person is spiritually. So we also go to the temple, we seek blessings of gods and goddesses or whatever. So these are all things, it depends on how evolved the person who is blessing you. So accordingly, your realities gets altered. Should there be a situation where the reality which is going to manifest or which is going to open up for you is adverse to what you aspire for. So ensure that their blessings will take care of that, and it will make sure that what you aspire for will actually happen. That is what it is all about. Blessings. The basis of blessings, I keep saying this one particular word on several occasions and on several videos I have mentioned. The basis of anything is creative consciousness. You and your thought manifests into reality. Your thought manifesting into a reality in any manner. Whatever is happening is based on your creative consciousness. Your creative consciousness is at work all the time. How strong is your creative consciousness it depends strictly on how evolved you are. Higher you are evolved, the stronger is your creative consciousness. That is why the saints, monks, and the yogis, their blessings are more stronger, or their blessings manifesting into a reality have higher probability, or I can say certainty. We go to Baba, we pray for something, and which is in sync with what is good for you. And there are, let us say, there are some obstacles. Those things will get warded off, and whatever you desire for will happen to you, despite so many obstacles, so many problems, so many things which come in your way, because of the blessings of the evolved soul, or the divine master, or the God, or elders. Right? So that is the meaning of blessings. Blessings is beautiful, nice to know. The same way the curses work. Blessings are also an act of altering your realities. Curses are also an act of altering your realities. Blessing is a favorable altering of reality, reality altered in your favor. Curse is something is a reality altered in your, which is adverse to you. So the same way both these things work. There is no difference. In our elders would have said, especially in the heartland, we have this दुआ लेना, बड़ों का बद्दुआ मत लेना. इनकी हाय लगेगी, किसी की बुराई मत करना, किसी को दुख मत देना, किसी को दर्द मत देना, किसी का दिल मत दुखाना. उनकी हाय लगेगी. These are nothing but your realities are altering, which is not favorable to you, which is adverse to you. Everything in this world, everything works on one thing called creative consciousness. Both good and bad. But that altering the reality of somebody, if you alter it for their betterment, is a sukarma. Let's say you are altering somebody's reality, or somebody is altering your reality. Whoever is doing it using their creative consciousness. The one who is doing it If he is doing it for your good or with a good wish, good thought, good heart, good intent, it is a good karma, sukarma. If he or she is doing it to harm, baddua, people have this habit of always cursing. Dushkarma, that has its karma phala. That is so long as they are concerned. We as Saipanthis and yogis, let us not worry about those kind of virtues. We don't carry them. We don't wish anything bad for anybody. So, now this is a truth. Blessings also work, curses also works. Depending on the one who's giving it us, throwing it at us. So we have to understand, take a little step deeper. How can it be that, how can we ensure that the baddua or the bad wish or a curse does not hurt us? And only the good things will work for us. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Yes, it is possible. It is not difficult. It is in you. It is within you. Let us add the subject of black art also. Well, now that we have reached this phase of conversation and discussion, let us add this black art. What is black art? How is it done? It is also a puja. It is also an act or a cult, voodoo magic or whatever you want to call it. Like what the pujas we do, the prayers we offer for somebody's good, this is done for this somebody's bad. Occult practices, invoking the negative energies, Kshudra Devatas as per our understanding, and trying to perform a puja. Like for example, in our land, in we Hindus, we perform so many pujas, like Satyanarayan puja is done for our benefit of a house, of persons. Whether we do it ourselves or somebody else does it for you, doesn't matter. It works for you. Like you take the sankalpa, in your name somebody has gone and done the puja. Likewise, in your name somebody is doing something black art. Does that affect you? Does it work? Well, again, the one who does it, the one who gets it done, it is there. Karma phala. Let us not worry much about it. Does it affect you? Will it affect you? Very rarely it does. It's very diluted. Because not anybody and everybody can do it.
It rarely works for you.
It works very rarely. It does work, but not as effectively. Now, anyway, let us for a moment accept that most of us, when we have certain situation or circumstances or certain realities, which is beyond our comprehension, we will say that कोई काला जादू किया होगा, किसी ने जादू टोना किया होगा. This is a typical mindset. Let us for a moment agree and accept. And as I mentioned, whether दुआ देना वाला उसका मतलब कर्मफल है, उसके लिए अच्छा है. बदुआ देने वाला उसका कर्मफल है. Whoever is cursing, it is his deed and he is going to get the benefits of it or reap the fruits of it. Same is the case with the one who does or gets it done, the black art. Gets done the black art. Now, merging all these things, can it be selective? Can it be selective that you are insulated from a, a curse and a black art, only the good things will work for you. That is what we desire for. Correct? All of us desire for that. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Of course it is. The answer is obvious. But we all can guess the grace of Guru. But then there are certain things which we need to practice within us. What is it? First of all, we do not curse anybody. Prerequisite. हम किसी को बद्दुआ नहीं देंगे. We will not wish bad for anybody. How much ever we are hurt by the other person, we are not going to feel bad. I mean, we may feel bad, surely. We are human beings after all. But we are not going to curse anybody. We are not going to wish anything bad for anybody. The biggest secret is, if you have to have a shield, if you have to have a shield of protection from badduas or all this nonsense, black arts or rubbish, I don't want to even take that name, black art henceforth. But anyway, badduas or curses is what I'll restrict myself to. But if you want to shield yourself from all these things, first thing you need to do is, what you need to practice is, you don't do that. You don't curse anybody. You don't wish bad to anybody. People might have hurt you. You may feel that they deserve to be cursed, or they deserve to be, they deserve to go through some pain because they have inflicted pain on you, but don't do that. This is the highest virtue, this is the biggest shield you can carry. What is it? What is it that comes from within? Which is the most powerful tool in this world? In spiritual progression. Just one word. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Strongest is the person who has forgiven everybody, including himself. Don't curse yourself also. No, it doesn't give you any right. You have no right to curse yourself as well. No. The character of cursing others or ourselves, or wishing bad for others or wishing bad for ourselves, should be warded off. You should be devoid of that particular character in you. That's the biggest shield. Nothing will happen. When you are a embodiment of forgiveness, peace, compassion, nothing will happen. Next, equally important, grace of your Guru. That's why they say every time you be in the custody of a true Guru, nothing will go. No matter what happens, somebody's baddua or curse can never affect you if your Guru is with you. He takes it on. He takes it on himself. He'll make sure that you're completely insulated and protected. There is absolutely nothing to worry. Particularly we Saipanthis. We have nothing to worry. Nothing can affect us adversely. Our Guru is sitting on us. And the third thing is meditation. In whichever form. In whichever way. When you are on the spiritual path and progression, when you are a yogi or a yogini, Trust me when I say this. First of all, people around you will not even dare to curse you or wish you bad. I am not trying to induce fear in their hearts, no. People will dare not try to curse a saint or a monk or a yogi. They know the consequences. So, particularly we, the Kundalini yogis, and we Shunya Kriya that we do, we know how we are protected. We know the process of our meditation, the entire system of meditation. All of you will, vouch for that when we start cleansing the body, the mind, the conscience, the heart, the soul, and everything, and all these adverse things, negative things, which might, affect us adversely, is all wiped out, is all cleansed. The first secret to make sure that you are insulated from your, bad wishes or curses or whatever, or black art or whatever. The first thing you need to do is you should stop doing that, cursing anybody or wishing bad for anybody, or cursing yourself or wishing bad for yourself also. Behold your Guru. Be in the warmth and custody of your Guru. Don't leave him. Hold him tight. Third, have some spiritual practice. These things will never adversely affect you. Apply logic before rejecting whether these negative things work on us or not. We have already discussed. It is if the blessings works, so does the curses. It is just the same thing. It's altering the realities, looking it in the angle of metaphysics also. It's altering the realities, experiences, favorable and adverse. That's the only difference. So it cannot be. But how can you make sure that it is selective? How can you make sure that only the good things will reach you? By we doing only good, we only bless, we only wish, we don't curse, we don't wish bad for anybody else. Be in the custody and the grace and the fold of your Guru. Practice your meditation and dhyana. Practice your spiritual path in whichever way and form, as much as you can. Nothing will happen. This concludes a small chat on this simple subject. If anybody has any questions, please shoot. I'm sure all of you will have.
Can I?
Please, go
ahead. As you said, the first thing would be to forgive, right? When somebody has harmed you.
Forgive, yes.
Yeah. So, what I've come across is when I forgive, people are like, they think it's weakness. So, I know it's not right, but should we convince people or what is it? Is it weakness?
Forgiveness is the strongest virtue. No weak person can forgive, let me tell you. It is so easy to retaliate. It is so easy, and the easiest thing you can do is retaliate. Forgiveness is not for weak people. Strongest is the one who can forgive.
But the general masses think that it's...
That is general masses. You are a yogini. You're different.
But the percentage is so less. I mean, if you have to live in the worldly life, so you become kind of a hatke.
Yes. But you don't have to go call somebody and forgive them. Leave them alone. Let them feel. They'll let their guilt take a trip, none of your concern. Just distance yourself from them. Because what they have done, what they have hurt you for, is what they have done. You from within forgive them. Don't curse them. Don't wish bad for them. You just move on. Does not mean that you take that extra step and call them and say that you have done this to me, I forgive you. No, not necessary. Let them keep guessing.
Bhaiya, I just want to interrupt. Yeah? Sorry to disturb Shilpaji. Just that, Bhaiya, when it comes to your own family, it's from friends or somebody, we can just reward something, Bhaiya. But when it comes from within your own family, you face them day in and day out, Bhaiya. Sometimes very, very difficult. As much you say that we're not going to reach out to them and say that we forgive them, but you're facing them in and in out because you have blood relations. And I personally faced it and I find it very, very difficult, to handle that situation. By how much of our love you bring it from yourself, sometimes it's incredibly difficult when you're facing this person day in and day out.
Exactly. Even I had the same question because it is the distance from the unknown is very easy. It's like, I mean, you have to face them day to day.
Yeah.
So,
कौन अपना कौन पराया सब अपने हैं.
That's what even I'm thinking.
कौन अपना कौन पराया. Who's yours? Nobody is yours.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
If you have an empathy in your heart, everybody is yours. If you understand logically, nobody is yours. Anyway, that is a very generic statement. What happens, how do we deal with the situation when somebody who has hurt you, who is very close to you and you're dealing with them day in and day out, how do we, manage that situation? Now, question is, your mind, it's all a game of your mind and your heart. The best person to counsel you is yourself. Nobody can counsel you better than yourself. What am I going to achieve by retaliating? In Sri Sai Satcharita, as we keep going, we will see one story of Veerabhadrappa and Channabasappa. Two of them, it's a beautiful long story, keep fighting to friends, and they turn foes, and then they start regressing, and finally one becomes a snake and one becomes a frog. And the snake is about to eat the frog, and I'm sure all of you who have read Satcharita know about that story. It is only a path of regression. See, let us be selfish and understand. Let's be selfish and forgive. Don't forgive for the sake of forgiving and think that you are magnanimous. No, please be selfish. Forgiveness, I feel, is a selfish act. You are terminating the karmic connect with that person. By forgiving, you are terminating the karmic connect from that person. And if that person is involved with you in your day-to-day life, somebody asked me, how can I forgive my mother-in-law? She troubles me so much. So I said, be dutiful. Forgive. Be dutiful. Be compassionate. It is not easy. I do agree with you. It's easier said than done. But try to be empathetic, and as and when possible, try to drive some sense. Try to be compassionate rather than retaliatory attitude. Because know one thing, by retaliation you are not going to achieve anything. You are just going to regress and regress and regress. Considering that as a selfish deed, forgive. Be selfish and forgive. But as I said, you don't have to go and express that. Let them be on their own trip. Let them keep guessing what you are up to, or are you planning something. Let them, it's none of your concern. That is what is their, retribution, that they are paying for it. So forget it. It is difficult, but you have to practice that. The reason is you're doing yourself a favor by forgiving. Any further question on this?
Yes, but I want to say something.
Haji.
What if a situation occurs like everybody is talking about family members and blood relations or close people? A situation occurs where somebody harms you, you forgive that person, those people, and you just move on. I mean, carry on with them. And the situation repeats and repeats and repeats. So what am I saying? What is a person supposed to do in that case?
Maintain a distance yourself completely. Nobody can force themselves on you. If you decide to distance yourself from someone, nobody can force themselves on you. Even the law says, law of the land says. Law of the land even goes on to say that the children can divorce the parents. So distance yourself. The reason is we have the want within us. We have that attachment. But there is nothing wrong in having an attachment. There is nothing wrong in wanting to have people around us. But if they are consistently causing you harm, it is painful. Why do you want to have it?
Even if they are very close people.
However close they are. However close they are. Doesn't matter.
Right.
What is the experience you're gaining out of your closeness with them?
Right.
Your own siblings maybe. Parents maybe. Maybe children. You never know. That's why I said, कौन अपना कौन पराया? Let us say you have a friend whom you have just met a year ago or 2 years ago. You're getting every possible comfort, compassion, love, somebody to listen to you and everything from that friend of yours. And I'm just giving an example, your own possibly sibling or somebody who's blood related to you. With them all the time you're in pain. What do you prefer? Relationship is not of the blood alone. Relationship is that of the soul. Relationship is that of the conscience. The world's most beautiful relationship, the best relationship in the world, is a true friendship. Because every relationship has got a word called because. I love my son because he's my son. I love my wife because she's my wife. I love my mother because she's my mother. I love my father because he's my father. Because is the word. Here in friendship, there is no word called because. We all are sitting here together. There is no because. Our master Guru, we are all Guru Bandhus. By virtue of being Guru Bandhus, we are all one family. Our master, our Guru, not blood related. None of us are related by blood to each other. But we are always there with each other, for each other. We're one small family. Why is it? And it is the purest. I'm not just talking about this. I'm talking about friendship and, satsang. Satsang is a congregation of good people and listening to the words of God or Guru. So we are all a family. Now, all of you, any one of you can call on each other anytime if there's any emergency or any need. Why is it? How is it possible? Aren't we any less compassionate towards each other than what we are with our parents or with our brothers? This is the beautiful relationship. Nurture. Universe is throwing beautiful relationships at you. Pick up. कौन अपना कौन पराया? सब अपने हैं या कोई अपना नहीं है? क्या सही क्या गलत आप समझे तो हमें समझाइए. मैं आपका भाई हूं, आखिरी सांस तक रहूंगा. आप किसी और कोख से जन्म लिए होंगे, मैं अब किसी और कोख से जन्म लिया हूं. मैं हूं, छोड़ूंगा नहीं. आप हो मेरे लिए. सगी बहन नहीं हो, उनसे कम भी नहीं हो। ये रिश्ता होता है। रिश्ता सिर्फ खून का नहीं होता है। Relationships are not made of blood alone, isn't it? So, whoever hurts you, pains you, might be your close relative or an outsider, does not matter. Distance yourself, however close they are, doesn't matter. अभी वाराणसी से आए हैं बाबा विश्वनाथ के धाम से और कबीर संत कबीरदास के चरणों से। कबीरा खड़ा बाजार में मांगे सबकी खैर, ना कहूं से दोस्ती ना कहूं से बैर। सो ये जो हमारा है, दिस रिलेशनशिप दैट यू नर्चर, दैट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट। बी वेरेवर यू आर कंफर्टेबल। See, the problem is not, Mriduji, what you're saying, I totally agree. So does what Shilpa says or Dr. Anand said. What to do? We are all not full-time monks and saints. We are part-time. We have to balance our worldly existence as well as spiritual progression. That's why our master is there. He also came to this world only for us. For half monks and half saints like us. If we are completely saints and monks, झोला उठा के चले गए, जोगी और जोगन बन गए, वो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। So there's no problem. या फिर हम लोग पूरे अपने मतलब वर्ल्डली एग्जिस्टेंस में रह गए, सिर्फ पैसे कमाना है, खुशी हंसी खुशी रहना है, चरवाक संहिता का फॉलोअर्स है, तो वो भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। लेकिन हम लोग तो ना उसको छोड़ सकते ना इसको छोड़ सकते। अब मैं ये नहीं कहूंगा ना उधर के ना इधर के, लेकिन ना उसे छोड़ सकते हैं ना इसे छोड़ सकते हैं, साथ में सबको लेके जाना पड़ता है, दोनों को लेके जाना पड़ता है। तो दैट इज अ चॉइस वी हैव मेड। दैट इज व्हेन सच सद्गुरुस डिसाइड। आई अंडरस्टैंड आपकी out of empathy and compassion do they come. We understand. That's why we come. I'll give you everything you want so that someday you will want what I really want to give you. So that he is satisfying your worldly needs also. What is your relationship with him? Why should he even listen to you? Why should you even listen to me? Why should I even listen to you? What is it which is holding us? How less is my relationship with you? How less is your relationship with me than your own siblings? Is it any less? No. I don't think so. We are there for each other. Nurture that. No? सिर्फ कोख से जन्म लिया आपके साथ तो मैं आपका भाई बनूं, ये तो नहीं है। मैं फिर भी आपका भाई हक से। है ना?
Bhaiya, I have some comments, Bhaiya. Sorry to digress on the topic, but I have few comments on this, right? Because this is a very important topic, Bhaiya. Because I think each one of us has faced this in our own families. And the thing is, where I struggle, Bhaiya, is about distancing yourself, right? Then I get I end up in a situation where you just feel you're very mechanical, Bhaiya. You're duty bound. You're just sustaining the relation because you're got a sense of duty. Then then that times I felt my karma and my dharma, you can say, right? I'm doing a particular I'm in a relationship, let's say a sister or somebody, brother or something like that, right? But I feel my whole existence become very, very mechanical and untrue, Bhaiya, because I'm just talking for talking's sake. I'm doing because you can't avoid them, and I just feel very you can't distance yourself with your own mother or sibling, and at the same time, I feel my life is becoming very artificial because I'm not being true. Whenever I say, I'm not coming from a space of love, that's where I'm struggling, Bhaiya.
You know why you're getting that thought of that shallowness of emotions? You are doing what you are doing, devoid of love and emotion and compassion. Answer is very simple. Because you haven't yet forgiven them. Answer is very simple. The moment you forgive someone, the compassion immediately replaces the pain or the negative feeling. The moment you forgive, forgiveness is not for weak-hearted people, let me tell you, only the brave can forgive. The reason why you feel very mechanical, why you feel less compassionate, non-compassionate, you're doing beautiful, there is no relationship, yet you are doing what you're supposed to do, it has become very mechanical, is because you haven't yet forgiven. Those memories and scars are very much in your heart and mind. That is why. And also I'll tell you one thing. This is very, very difficult. I'm not saying that it is easy. It is very, very difficult. First, not weak people can forgive. Only the bravest of the bravest can forgive. Let me tell you. Second, there is something called as Nishkama Karma. Don't expect them to reciprocate. Right? They have committed, they have trespassed against you, they have done something against you, you've been hurt, you've been subjected to pain and agony. By relationship and compulsions, they are very close to you, you can't avoid them or distance yourself from them. You forgive them, have a compassion in your heart, be expressive about your compassion. Don't expect them to come back. They will. Don't expect them to reciprocate. When you do that, they will reciprocate. They will understand. The softness of forgiveness is the strongest thing. See, I don't know in future if we can ever see, this is a land of ahimsa, right? Forgiveness is our virtue. But it is proven beyond any doubts. It is so powerful a tool. Don't expect any reciprocation. The reason why you are still feeling that hollowness or shallowness in your emotions is because you haven't yet forgiven. If you forgive, you'll distance yourself from that thought also.
I think I got the answer, Abhay. I think I was just thinking about what Shilpa was saying earlier as well, right? Because in case maybe I haven't forgiven them completely, I'm still guarded, right? So I'm getting affected in the sense, and I'm thinking people are exploiting for my goodness kind of thing, right? Maybe I think I haven't forgiven deeply.
Just forgive, but don't be stupid. We should not become stupid. We should not become naive. We should not become emotionally driven. Keep your mind intact, your logic intact. That's why as a yoga sadhana, when you balance yourself, your Ida, Pingala, Sushumna nadis are perfectly in place. You won't get misguided. So yes, don't get carried away, but forgive.
There one thing I wanted to say on this.
Hanji.
There's a difference between forgiving and being empathetic or sympathetic towards them, and forgiving and being neutral towards them. I find being neutral more comforting.
It's
Should
better.
I work towards?
No, nothing wrong. Being neutral is nothing wrong. Perfect.
Because having sympathy or empathy again gives it some kind.
Yes, you will. You see, this is out of no choice. If there are, if the situation will permit for you to be neutral and distance yourself from people who have pained you, nothing like it.
Neutral. It's okay.
It's okay. It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly fine. Maintain a distance. Okay. Thank you very much. 1 minute. Let's terminate the video for the day. Sai Ram.
Thank you.